ladies and gentlemen and ladies, I am outside still shoveling gravel because I'm expanding the driveway, doing it all by hand, and it is exhausting, but I need it because it allows me to focus. Now, before I do that, before I went outside and before I go back outside, let me explain something to all of you, just in case you don't understand about the $400 billion lawsuit. They are in default. They messed with the wrong person, and because they decided to fafo thumb, because they decided to fafo with the wrong N-word, they have run into this problem. Let me see if I can explain. Statement to the court. This came from Quinn from Alibaba. I told it what I wanted to write. I told it where the information was. I gave it the e-sign information from the post office. What e-sign information? Well, the post office has a extra services section for registered mail, certified mail, priority mail. Remember, priority mail is not from the United States. It is a service offered by the United States Postal Service. They're only providing a service. That's why their junk isn't guaranteed by the United States. It's a service. Just like you receive a servicing of your phone bill, your electric bill, your so-called mortgages and car loans and student loans. They're servicing you. That's why it's always your account, people. You're the one giving permission for the service. You have to consent to the service. So if you want to use electronic service for your mail, you have to consent. It's the same thing with these government agencies. Pay attention. The necessity of contractual intent for electronic signatures. For an electronic signature to be valid on file with the United States Postal Service, there must be or must exist clear intent to enter into a contractual agreement that authorizes such method of confirmation. The moment the Attorney General and the Board of Supervisors for the Federal Reserve and pay attention, I know they're called governors, and the Federal Reserve Board, the moment they authorized electronic signatures, this is the statute that they have called the Electronic Signature in Global and National Commerce Act, e-sign Act. It's been codified. Establishes that electronic signatures are only enforceable where there is mutual consent to conduct transactions electronically without a written or implied contract demonstrating the recipient's intent to accept service through electronic means. No electronic signature can be lawfully served as proof of service. Thank you. They're in default. They can't do nothing about it. I'm sorry. I told you this is what I've been doing for 41, almost 42 years of my life. August shall be 42 years. Well, actually, pay attention. Actually, July is 42 years. That's when I received my first ticket. However, pay attention. However, it was August when I first showed up in someone's court. At that time, I appeared in their courtroom. And as I told all of you, at that time, I won my first 3 cases, lost the 4th one, appealed it. I have never paid for a traffic ticket a day in my life. You always appeal, people. Many of you guys don't want to go through the hassle of appealing. You just want to just give up. Your right to petition for redress is your right to appeal. And let's say you get all the way to the Supreme Court and they deny you. Then you start right back over in the Superior Court, work your way all the way back up to the Supreme Court again, and you keep doing it until they understand that you're not letting go. Let my people go. So I just wanted to give you guys this update to let you know that, well, let me explain. The necessity of a contractual intent. Oh, I took that from Quinn at Alibaba and brought it over here to Poe. The necessity of contractual intent for electronic signatures is a crucial aspect of ensuring their validity in the legal context. In court, for an electronic signature to be recognized as legally binding, particularly in the context of service of process, there must be clear evidence of mutual consent. No, you don't want to? Okay, we won't do it. Oh, you do? Wait, I thought you said no. Doesn't no mean yes and yes mean no? No? Ah, okay, let's go. I'm sorry. To conduct transactions electronically, this principle is grounded in the Electronic Signatures in Global and National Commerce Act, e-Signs Act, which stipulates that electronic signatures are enforceable. Ha ha ha, I forced you. Ha ha ha, doesn't matter if you... Oh, you said, oh, okay. Anyway, only when both parties agree that this method of confirmation, it's mutual consent. They agreed. They agreed to have intercourse. It's called, pay attention, interstate intercourse. That's the agreement. They're agreeing to have intercourse. I'm not joking with you. Go look it up. Intercourse of mutual consent. That's what the Attorney General's office did, and that's what the Federal Reserve did, and the Federal Reserve Board. They all did it. They agreed to be mutually consensual partners. Partner. They decided to agree to fornicate. So they are commercially fornicating. They're committing commercial sin, but it's okay because they are going to suffer a penalty for their sin. Have a good day, you all.